What makes you roll your eyes every time you hear it? When people say you're doing something the wrong way but really they usually just mean you're not doing it their way. Whenever you're at a large function for work with a speaker in the morning and there's this exchange, speaker, good morning everyone, good morning speaker, oh looks like we haven't had our coffee yet. I said good morning everyone, good morning. When someone asks to use the bathroom and the teacher says, I don't know, can you? Working hard or hardly working? How about the winning lottery numbers when I ask if I can do anything else for someone? I used to work at Cheers. I got so fluffin' tired of the amount of people asking if I knew their name as soon as they walked in. I am not involved in politics, but like if you're blank. Livelock love. 10% of your brain. Had a friend ask me if I thought that, if we could use more than 10% of our brain, we would be able to fly. Took some restraint to not go off about it. I study psychology and about 1/3 the time I hear people say something like, oh well you have the perfect people to study on here, because we're crazy. The microwave if I don't make it back in time to stop it at 0:01. Beep beep hashtag beep. Whenever someone uses their star sign as a reason for their garbage tea actions. I can't help being brutally honest, it's a Leo thing, no Emma, it's a you're a passive-aggressive female doggy thing. The constellations and planetary positions aren't the reason you're a jerk, you're the reason you're a jerk. When an item at a store is not scanning properly, it must be free. I've heard this WAYYYY too many times. Corporate speak and buzzwords. Okay, let's touch base next Tuesday to see how we can leverage those synergies to add value with our ideas for a bespoke product. If someone told you to jump off a cliff, would you? The word millennials, when said by any kind of reporter, TV presenter. That the human eye can only see 32 frames per second. Why do you look so sad? Well, I was doing just fine actually, but now I'm irritated. Mom yells your name. You, what? Silence. I'm not rude, I'm just honest. Thanks for the gold, kind stranger. It seems just insincere and fake every time. Edit, not going to say it for the two people who gilded me. All my friends are guys. Girls cause too much drama. Okay, you cause too much drama. Video games make people insert dumb thing here. If I earn more money, I'll just pay more taxes, so it's not even worth getting a raise. Do you play basketball? I'm 6'4", and this is by far the most annoying part of being my height. As a mother. Good vibes only, fluff you and your fake vibes. I've done my research, I know what I'm talking about. This is generally in regard to something scientific in nature, diets, global warming, dietary supplements, medical stuff, etc. From what I can tell, their research consists of reading blogs by random moms who don't know what they are talking about and reading Facebook posts from people involved in multi-level marketing crap. That is not research, and you do not know what you're talking about. If you weren't playing video games all night, maybe you'd be on a decent sleep schedule, meanwhile works nights. Supposedly, I could care less. Influencer. Shudder. They've started using that term at work and I just want to vomit every time I hear it. Blech. Well-supported scientific theory is just a theory. Not all theories are equally valid. You can't deny a theory with enormous evidence behind it on the grounds that it's a theory. You had to refute the evidence. I'm not like other girls. #if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. If I were in the military, the second a drill sergeant got in my face I'd swing at him, like no you wouldn't. Everyone's a little ______. Usually it's related to autism or ADHD, and it makes me so angry every time. You'll want kids someday, or you'll regret not talking to your toxic, alcoholic, narcissistic, self-centered, should have been child-free parents when they're dead. Forced participation, especially at work events. I was out of state for some training. At one of the training sessions, they tried to entice us into participating with gluten-free bite-sized muffins. I'm already irritated by the gluten-free people. Unless you're truly allergic, cut that garbage out. But it was the begging for treats-esque vibe that I was getting that sent me into fluff this mode. I'm a teacher, but my school district has rebranded my position to a life changer, and students are now referred to exclusively as learners. My principal once sent an email that contained the phrase life changer 17 times. My eyeballs were stuck in the back of my skull from being rolled so hard. I had a boss that liked to use the phrase at this particular point of time. How about fluffing now? Sorry, not sorry. When any person begins out a verbal exchange with, well, I don't gossip, but, after which proceeds to gossip. Because I said so. When I heard this as a kid my eyes were on the verge of falling out of my head. OMG, you must be a insert astrological sign. You choose to be happy, you can make yourself happier, but it's not a flick of the switch. Free speech. I can say whatever I want. Free speech doesn't absolve you of any responsibility for what you say. That one girl that must add unnecessary commentary to whatever the professor says, shut up Amy, no one cares. 90% of anti-suicide phrases because they're either trying to guilt me into staying alive or are based on some very off-base assumptions about me. 60% if it's the latter, it's in reply to a comment that shows that their assumption was wrong before they even made the comment. Using "I'm a religious man, woman" as a reason for leniency when someone has done wrong. Let's just think out of the box here. No offense, but everything happens for a reason, and God only gives us what we can handle. She just got diagnosed with a serious disease. Karen, she doesn't want to hear that for fluff's sake. You have depression? Just cheer up or something. It's not scanning, so it must be free. Working at car dealerships for the past 5 years, I hear this nearly every day. The whole "I've been working on cars since before you were born, but yet can't hook up his own Bluetooth." When I respond to someone in a serious discussion and they respond with "lol" and only "lol." When my friend says my daily prescription will lead to drug addiction. My mom always blaming drugs for Disney actors' deaths. When I told my mom Boyce died of a seizure in his sleep, my mom instantly blamed it on crack. Ancient astronaut theorists believe cliché positivity. Quotes such as, "The grass isn't greener on the other side, it's greener where you water it." You can't love someone until you love yourself. You can change your life, just change your attitude. Shut the entire fluff up. Irregardless. You would be so much prettier if you just blank. Shut up Karen, you look like a beached whale on meth. So many, but the main one, and it's specific to Reddit, is when people start their post with obligatory apology for the formatting. I'm on mobile. For one, it's not obligatory, and for another thing, 99% of the time there is nothing wrong with their formatting at all. I also can't stand when someone makes a mistake and then post, "Oops, sorry, haven't had my coffee yet, lol." Maybe because I don't drink coffee and I don't understand not just admitting you made an error. No one is perfect and coffee has nothing to do with it. The word "bet" used as "okay" or "for sure." Boys will be boys. The terrible banter between television show hosts when there's clearly no wit involved. When family members bring religion into conversations. Everything happens for a reason. Everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end, or basically any variation of that stupid hippie bullgarbage. I hate blind optimism. It's patently untrue and completely unhelpful. I have a black friend, so I'm not racist. If you're reading this, I hope you have a good day. Today years old, please kill me. So much for global warming. Anytime it snows in Seattle. Someone spelling out text speak like OMG, lol and the like while they are speaking. Every single pickup line ever created. When someone says, "Hey, you're a photographer. Can you take our pic real quick?" Because I was spanked as a kid, I learned respect. If it didn't ring up, it must be free, right? All my exes are crazy. People who try to argue about a subject that the other person that they're arguing with is an expert in. Dream college, dream job, dream wedding, dream house, y'all setting yourselves up for some serious disappointment. When someone is redundant about the time of day, for instance, 3 a.m. in the morning, also when someone uses the term hysterical as an adjective to mean hilarious. YAAASSS queen, makes me wanna bash my head against a wall. Wow, little Susie is gonna be a bombshell in a couple of years, get your shotgun ready dad. Why, just why? Loud exhaust on vehicles, that was clearly done for attention. Congratulations on your general impotence. I give motorcycles a pass, but that's a conscious decision. I still dislike the noise, but I can't be as sure of the motives of the owner, so benefit of the doubt and all that. No chemicals. Living my best life. When I ask someone if I can help them find something, I work at Target, them, yay $1 million, or when I'm at a Mexican restaurant and someone thinks they are so clever by saying gracias to the waiter, waitress. I had one teacher who whenever she got done giving out to someone would finish with "Am I right or am I right?" The phrase, "It is what it is." Anything about crystals and energy. The war on Christmas, like, holy fluffing garbage, how petty of a hill are you willing to die on? It's just a theory. When people use schoolyard political insults like libtard, grown ass, women calling their husbands hubby, Senpei. Anytime a one-upper speaks. I'm an empath. Did you know it's impossible to roll your eyes towards your left, and everyone rolls them right? Anything along the lines of, there are starving children in Africa and you're complaining about less than X greater than? Other people's problems don't invalidate yours. Just because someone else has it worse doesn't mean your problems just magically don't exist.